You go on a first date with someone, what habit or characteristic is a deal breaker? Spending the whole time on their phone. Modified version, they always seem to be on their phone, but never reply to you. They only want to talk about themselves. I once had a 2-hour blind date. By the end, I knew everything about this girl. I knew all of her cats by name, and what their favorite movies were. She asked me literally nothing, and just kept jumping from topic to topic. At the end of the date, she wanted to trade numbers, and I couldn't help but ask what's my name, and she didn't know. So I just paid for my meal and left. I've seen being rude to wait staff a dozen times in here. Are that many people rude to waiters? No. Source, am a waiter. I'd say roughly 1 of 200 people are actually rude, especially without reason. Now I do also believe people are generally more rude to a waitress, but that is my experience. Constantly talking about their exes. I feel like there's a balance needed. For Miso and I, we were upfront about weird issues we brought with us from past relationships. Everyone has baggage. You gotta be able to talk about it so your new boo won't be confused when something unimportant to them stresses you out completely. I know there are things that would have really annoyed me, but because we talked about our past relationship issues, it was a lot easier to grow past it and be better with one another. Edit. To add some context, yes, it was our first date. We also live in New York City, so my theory that the city makes everything move at a quicker pace, even tough conversations about communication and emotional boundaries. On their phone the whole time. If you can't disconnect for an hour or so to engage with me, then it's not going to work, right? I'm on a date as I'm reading this entire thread and I can't believe how much of it I agree with. This bitch keeps tutting and clearing her throat loudly, and I don't know why. Learn some manners. Damn, give her a strepsil or something. She might have a sore throat. When she puts a smoke out in her baked potato. Getting so drunk on the first date that you can't figure out Uber and I have to drive you home. No, you can't stay on my couch. I don't know you. I watched a monster eat a Caesar salad with her mouth wide open. It was impressive but absolutely gross. Within 20 minutes of that date I knew where her vibrator and weed were stored at her parents' place in her room, and that she made $240 every 2 weeks. I can smell her through this comment. Yuck. I know a girl who asks every guy she goes on a date with what his credit score is. She wants to make sure they're financially stable. Also, she's 23 and doesn't know how to pump gas. Does she offer anal when it's above 730? Someone who doesn't ask about me. It shows that they don't actually care. Being a know-it-all. I had lunch with someone who called the table salt sodium chloride and used the bread as a way to tell me everything he knew about complex carbohydrates, some of which wasn't even correct, and their connections to evolutionary theory. Just felt like he was compensating for something. How about when I was invited out with a guy I met online to a nearby sushi place? We texted and chatted for about a week till I finally felt comfortable meeting him. Date picked me up. The conversation on the drive there was great. Seemed like we were connecting. However, while at the restaurant, he proceeded to order about $100 worth of sushi, while I ordered maybe a roll and some appetizers. My total would have been about $30 at most. I tried to engage him, but quickly realized the conversation was lacking because he was busy. He proceeded to text on his phone the entire time at dinner, ignored me and took pics of his food, posted that the place we were at was amazing. He ate everything in front of him. Okay, gotcha. At this point, I knew what was going on. And when the bill came, he was still on his phone, posting, texting, laughing at the response to his posts. He ignored the waiter, plus the bill. The waiter politely left it on the table. I looked at my date, then the waiter. Date never looked up from his phone. I then quietly and politely asked the waiter to split our bill. Since date was so consumed with his phone, he didn't notice. Waiter retrieved the bill, adjusted it, then came back with separate bills this time. The look on my date's face when he was handed a $100 bill for his food was priceless. I paid mine with my card, plus a hefty tip. Date asked me, oh crap, I forgot my wallet. can you spot me? I just pretended I was on my phone and left him there and walked out the door. I'd already ordered an Uber at this point since he drove us there. Thanks for watching the video, buddy. Subscribe for more high quality videos. Like and comment your favorite story.